Hey there everybody, Eric from Outer Limitless coming at you today with another video. And welcome to another beautiful morning here at Bushcraft Wonderland. This for me is day 3 of my camp build out. Now today's going to be pretty good. I've made a lot of headway. If you haven't seen any of my prior videos, I basically at this point found this location, determined where I was going to make my shelter. I've done some basic work up front to get prepared, but I still have to continue on and get ready to build the shelter. So today what I'm going to do is take off where I kind of left off last week, continue to improve on some of the things that I've started, but today I do also have some brand new tools which are going to really help me. So that's going to be another part of today, is using the tools. I'm going to have separate reviews on each one of them, so pay attention to some of the annotation. You'll see the tools that I'm going to use. But I think today the main thing is continuing to clean up the site, getting it prepared, and if things go well, I need a couple of additional items to really allow me to build this out. I desperately need myself some sort of a ladder. The areas that I'm working, for me to build the way that I want to, I'm going to need some sort of a ladder, and on the back side of my shelter, that's going to be pretty sweet, because if I do build a ladder, it's going to allow me to basically continually go up and down the big rock without any difficulty, which will be nice. That's a gorgeous seating area and definitely something I want to leverage. So I need to clean up some of the tripods that I started last week. I need to basically at this point start lashing some poles and finding lumber and looking around and getting my actual sort of supplies ready. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of scavenging around, getting supplies, getting everything really situated. The ground right now is not frozen, so this is a big opportunity for me to start to build. And I got a long day out here today, which is nice. So no commitments, perfect weather, gorgeous sun, and a whole day's work ahead of me. So with that, I have a whole bunch to do and a whole bunch to show you. And if you're interested in seeing a little bit more about what I'm about to get into, do me a favor, stay tuned. So coming over to grab some of my supplies, you'll see my gear cache worked out perfectly. So no problems getting in here. Everything is well protected, didn't get snowed on. Appears to, at least at an initial glimpse, be in perfect condition. Tiny little bit of moisture on here, but that's not a problem at all. So I'm pretty pumped about that. And one thing that I am gonna need today is this shovel. So that worked out, didn't need to carry that in. And I also need my tripod. So I'm gonna get these out and I'm gonna continue to improve these from last week and get them ready for a full day's work today. Check out those beautiful smooth cuts. Absolutely perfect. And you'll notice that the rings on this are quite dense. So this is a nice hard wood. I'm going to be able to leverage these logs for some good work areas. So this could easily be a perfect spot for me to, chop down onto, do a lot of work here. I'm going to get a couple of these ready so I have them around. And another nice thing is, well, if I need a seat, I kind of got one kicking around. That's that punky spot. Kind of sucks, but I knew that going into it. It's probably all right. It'll last a while. So continuing on with my preparations, this is the last sort of widowmaker I need to get down. I mean, before I can really start to build, that absolutely has to come down. And at that point, I've pretty much prepared this entire site for what I need to do, which is a good thing, and I can actually get started on my build. So good progress today so far. I'm very happy with that, getting things in order. But next order of magnitude here, that thing's got to come down. I don't necessarily have to clean it up, but it has to be on the ground. The messed up part is, as soon as that starts to go, the side I'm cutting is gonna kick up hard. So I gotta be really careful. This is pretty dangerous, actually. All right, that's more than halfway there. So the awesome part is, at this point, not only is the log down and not going to crush me, but I was able to move it to a fairly advantageous location. And as you can see here, I got it nested nicely up against this tree. Now I can lash this to the tree here. I'm going to dig myself actually a little pocket down here with my survival shovel, get that buried down and in there and nice and firm. And this is going to be the start of my ladder structure, and that's going to be perfect. So it's actually going to save me a good amount of effort. And the other thing I can do is I can actually build this into a wall at some point if I so choose. Kind of be a double purpose here, and that would mean that if I have a ladder built up into here, kind of gives me a little sort of nook area underneath it, so I can climb up over the top, get up onto the rock to hang out. And that leaves this area here for a nice little hangout. Now I am thinking that from my perspective, this would be a great place to have just a kick-ass fireplace. I would love to build a nice fireplace into here. And I could have a couple of nice fire pit areas, but to me, this would be beautiful. And it's above it, nice and clear. There's nothing that can burn. I already have a sweet back wall, which will be a gorgeous reflector. So, you know, I could have my shelter on one side where it's not going to get embers burning on it. If I need to, I could have a little fire pit over the other side too, but this to me, this is just flat and open. It would be a killer spot to hang out. I'm going to build myself that ladder at some point up and over the top, but for now what I'm going to do is get up there, trim that up, and I'll be in good shape. You know what time it is. Coffee time. Now while my water's coming up to temperature for my coffee, I did manage to get myself some bank line this week, which is awesome. Last time I was here, I had some line that was a little thin, kept snapping on me, and the tensile strength wasn't quite what I needed. So here, it's a number 36. This is 525 feet on the spool, which will at least last me a while. And this says it's rated to 348 pounds, which I can tell you is much more than what I had last week. So hopefully this will be a good addition to the camp, and we'll see how it works out. But I'm glad to have this here. All right, so while I drink my coffee, it is like super hot, but I thought we could go for a little walk together, because part of the reason why I selected this exact location is because of the resources. And you know, I'm out here working and going at it and staying busy, but one of the best parts about this place is the water. So I thought maybe we'd go take a peek at the water today, take a little break from the action. It'll do a couple things. A, give me a break. B, give me a chance to drink my coffee. But C, just continue to look around for signs of people, because I hope I don't see any. But there's only one way to figure that out, and that's to go and look. And while we're at it, you know, I wanted to ask you, because if you're still watching this video, well, chances are you're one of the people that are kind of into this little mini series I'm doing, building this bushcraft shelter and camp. And I wanted to ask you your opinion. So at this point, I've tried to mix up, a couple of different things. I've narrated, I've been silent. Sometimes it's just the sounds of the work, which, I know people like those videos, but I'm not that type. I'm the explain it, talk about it guy. And that's what I do quite often. But, what do you like? How is this working for you? What do you think? I mean, this is my first time shooting anything like this. It's my first shelter build. It's not like I do this all the time. Wow, this spot's really cool. I'm gonna hang out right here with you guys. So, give me a little bit of feedback. I'm kind of interested. I want to hear from you. What do you like? What do you want to see more of? Do you like the tools? Do you want to see, obviously I haven't really started building the shelter too much yet. It's been a lot of prep work. But, what things have you seen that you like? In episode 2, I started messing around with just annotating. I figure people are going to have questions about, what gear am I wearing, or what am I using, and what tools are in my hands, what knife did I bring? So I thought, annotating that might be kind of cool. Do you like that? Should I continue to do that in all of these? I mean, this is going to be a long-running video series, and if you don't like it, tell me now. If there's something you want to see, tell me now, because I can do it. This isn't just for me. This is for you. This is, a means to communicate and, for you to see what I'm up to, and, hopefully, you enjoy this. It's entertainment. So let's build this out a little bit. Tell me what you like. And in the meantime, I'm going to drink my coffee and check out this view. Because out there, man, that's real pretty. So you can see I have a beautiful lake behind me. That's just gorgeous. I don't feel like hiking way the heck down there, and it's a little bit breezy, but right now this is a cool spot to chill out and enjoy my coffee. So, well, thanks guys. Let me know what you think. I'm curious to hear from you. Unfortunately, that's all rock under there. So, my original plan to put a pocket in here is not gonna work. So, I gotta go to plan B, but that's okay. That's why we test this stuff out. Needs to be about here. I think that's gonna work. Surprised there's no frost at all here. I mean, it's been, I would have thought, cold enough, but we've had periods of warm too, so I guess it's never been able to creep in. Maybe I'll be able to build this out after all. There's the edge of the ledge. Pretty good. Alright, see if I can get this log down into here. Who knows? massive and it's heavy as hell. Oh, come on. It slid down on me. That's gonna be a setback. It was going in the hole and now it slid. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to slide this back up and into place, but I'll try. Oh man, I had it too. I might need to dig my hole further back at this point. I think that's what I gotta do. Otherwise I'm gonna beat myself up. Found the edge of the ledge again, but I can luckily avoid it if I'm careful. I only get one more shot at this. If I ever shoot my hole again and the log slides back down and past my hole, I'm screwed. But at this point I should be able to roll it and it'll dump in there, and that's just gonna foot it. That's all I'm trying to do, is get this to foot against the hole so it doesn't continually slide. So that way when I lash it to the tree, everything's secure. So this is gonna be a little bit of work, but it's worth it. It's gonna also be for safety, because if this slides out on me, or if there's anybody underneath, that could be disastrous. So this is kind of a big deal. That's looking promising right there. All right, let us try this again. Should fairly straightforward. Be able to just drop in here. There we go. All right, that looks good. That's mighty nice. Oh, that is just beauty. Not perfect, but that's a good start. I'm happy with that. Alright, so now as the day wears on, it's kind of coming close to an end for day 3, but I do want to leave myself set up for next time I come. Now at this point I can see a couple of strategic logs that I'm going to need. Actually, you call them poles. These are going to be almost like my ridge poles to start establishing the walls in a couple of my critical locations. Now I've taken a couple measurements. I need something roughly 18 feet long. It's going to be a little bit hard to come by, keeping it thick enough that it's strong, but light enough that I can carry it by myself. So I'm not sure what to expect. But anyway, if I can at least find a couple of things to get me started, next time I'll be in good shape. So I'm going to scout around a little bit, see what I can find, and hopefully I'll come up with my poles. So that's what I'm up to, but at the end of that, I think I'll be pretty much to a close on day 3. So hope you guys have been enjoying this. I certainly know I have. Well, so alright guys, that is a wrap on Bushcraft Wonderland Day 3. Well, I guess I've been titling these Episode 3, but it is my third full day out here. I'm happy with the progress. It is so slow going. I mean, these things take so long. I mean, it probably doesn't look like I did too much, but I mean, I've been out here for almost 5 hours. That's a long time, and yeah, I got a lot done. I do feel accomplished. You know, I'm happy with the progress. Things are moving forward. I'm continually getting myself set up, and that's the biggest thing, is continuing to push through this process. So today, good work with great tools. Thrilled about that. Awesome weather. It's beautiful out here. You know, nice view. Awesome time. Didn't get bothered by anyone. Just really got to enjoy the time out here. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you very much for following along. If you like this Bushcraft Wonderland series, please let me know. I'm just, again, curious about your feedback. I would like to kind of tailor this a little bit to what you guys like to see, and I'm hoping that you're enjoying it. So as I continue through this process, I'm going to continue to use different gear and try different things and see what works and doesn't work, and, you know, hopefully at some point kind of hone my craft a little bit. Again, I mean, I don't do this all the time, but I'm definitely learning every time I get out here, and that's what I said I wanted to set out to do. So anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate it. So all right, guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope you like what you saw. I hope you found it a little bit informative. If you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Take care now. I'll see you soon.